Hi guys, Cale here, and today I wanted to talk to you about setting realistic expectations for your own personal real estate transaction. Sometimes when I'm working with clients, they tend to think that there's a bit of mystery around real estate and that there's some sort of special sauce or secret thing that we do. Real estate is very tactical. There are reasons that everything happens in the transaction, and my job is to make sure that we understand what those reasons are, break those down, and use the proper techniques and/or forms to get past certain roadblocks. One strategy that you may want to consider is pricing your home in the middle of the range to achieve a higher sale. So for example, when we're pricing a home, one strategy you may want to consider is pricing the home in the middle of the range. What I mean by that is sometimes clients will price right at the top of the range and we end up sitting on the market for a while. If you're okay with pricing a little bit under what the home may actually be worth, we can get more activity on the home and hopefully get a bidding war going to bid that home back up to the market price. What I mean by that is the market will always determine the true price for your home because the market's true value is what a buyer is willing to pay for your property. With the right exposure and right marketing, you're going to get those active and willing buyers to bid your home up to market price. If you're pricing a tract home, it's a little bit easier because you have a lot of model matches that may have recently sold, or perhaps there is a similar model down the street that's going to give you a pretty darn good idea of what your home is worth. However, if you're pricing a high-end piece of real estate, it is a lot more subjective, and therefore high-end real estate is going to take quite a bit longer to sell on the open market versus, say, a tract home down the street. Something to be realistic about is the desirability of the neighborhood. Is the neighborhood in a really good school district, or are you trying to get away from neighborhood problems? The neighborhood itself can have a bit of determining factor on the price of that home. And to go back to price for just a second, keep in mind that if you are priced a little too high, you're going to sit on the market for a longer period of time. Therefore, the market is going to put pressure on you to keep doing price reductions, and that can look negative in the eyes of a prospective buyer. Thanks for checking out the video. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any questions, please call or text me anytime.